Hello and welcome back. This is part two of using Ayurvedic practices to help build your immunity and help ward off this coronavirus. So in the last video, we looked at some morning practices, and I promised that I would do an additional video showing some practices that you can use in the evening. What I have today is some oil. In Ayurveda, we use oil often because it's nourishing to the body. It also helps drive some of the medicinal herbs a little bit deeper into the body, into the cells. And so I have my organic sesame seed oil, and I'm going to use this to massage my feet. And I do this in the evening. Because I'm vata, which means I'm cold and I have a dry constitution, sesame seed oil is a good oil for me. It's a lot heavier and denser. If your body seems to run a little warmer and you have an oilier skin, coconut oil is a good oil that you can use. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take some oil, and typically I would add some healing herbs. You can also add an essential oil, and I'll share a little bit more about that at the end. And we're going to warm it up. Put it in a little cup, put it in some hot water like you would a double boiler, and warm that oil up. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it on our feet at night. And so the best practice is to do this every evening, but I also know the best practice is that you have to do it. And so I have little cheats to make it easier for me. And so I put my oil in a spray bottle rather than having to put it into a little bowl and then heat it up on the stove. Sometimes I might skip that routine because it's just too much work for me. I want my oil to be warm, so I can warm this up in some hot water. Or what I can do is as I spray it on my hand, I can warm it up in my hand. And so now my oil is nice and warm. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub it on my feet. And this is nourishing to our feet. It feels really nice. It's kind of a good time to show gratitude for everything that your feet do during the day, carrying you through this world. And so I'm going to rub this oil all over my feet, tops and bottom. Drive it in nice and deep. If you want to do a little bit more of a massage, you can add that inside there. Get it in between the toes. Many of you have heard of pressure points, touch points, acupressure, acupuncture. In traditional Chinese medicine, we find that there's an association to parts on the feet linked to different organs within your body. In Ayurveda, we also believe that there are points on the feet that are connected to organs in your body, and we call these marma points. And so as you're massaging this oil into your feet, you are nourishing these organs within your body. We're also calming the nervous system. This is going to be very relaxing. It's going to allow you to sleep better at night. And remember, it's when we sleep that our body heals. And so I'm nourishing my feet. I'm showing gratitude. I'm also driving some herbs deep into my body to help me heal. Once you put the oil on your feet, you want to put some socks on because you don't want to walk around and get oil on the floor, or you don't want this oil on your bed sheets. And so that's it. It feels really good. It's going to help you sleep. Now what I'm also going to do with this oil, so I spray some more in my hand, warm it up. I'm going to rub it on my ears. So again, we have these pressure points around the ears. And this oil is nourishing. And so I'm going to rub it in my ears, not deep inside, although there is a practice of putting oil into your ears. We're not doing that tonight. We're just rubbing it on the outside of the ears. If you'd like, you could put some on your fingers, and you're going to put your fingers in both ears inside the canal and kind of push, just a little pressure at the same time. When I do this, I can hear myself, but I can't hear what's happening in the environment around me. And then release. Ah, that feels good. And so I'm going to do both my ears, both my feet. Just rub that oil on the outside here. And then my last step, I use a little bit more of this oil. Spray it on my hand. Warm it up. This is really good for my hands too, right? Because just like my feet have pressure points, marma points, so do my hands. And so I'm nourishing that also. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my hair. And so I'm going to start at the crown and I'm going to work my way back, just rubbing it all the way back. And then let's go a little bit lower. Rub that oil in all the way back to the back of your neck. A little bit lower. And one last time right above the ears. And then go ahead and just pull the hair back just a little, getting that oil through the scalp, but also adding just a little tension as you pull back here. This feels wonderful. It's very relaxing. And it's driving this oil deep inside, nourishing those cells, helping your body relax so that you'll sleep well tonight and you'll be able to work on your immune system. So nice, that's it. Really simple practices. It feels great. If you have a partner, you can do this to each other. It's a nice way to share some time together. I wanted to share a little bit more about the oils. You want to find an oil that's a good match for your body constitution. And again, I'm Vata, so I'm typically cold and I have dry skin. So a heavier oil like sesame is really great for me. If you run hot and you have an oilier skin, coconut oil is a good oil for you. Also apricot and almond, those are wonderful oils. Always use organic, unrefined. You don't want something that's been treated with some type of flavoring or has been heated. We can also add some very healing herbs. Ayurvedic has a lot of medicinal herbs, and you can find these herbs on Banyan Botanicals website. Also, our institute here in New Mexico, the Ayurvedic Institute. And then my friend and my instructor, Sonia Masoko, has phytotherapy, and she sells herbs also. And you can add some herbs depending on what your need is or what your desire is. Some of you may already have essential oils at home, and these are also great. A good essential oil to help your body relax and sleep well at night would be lavender. I put frankincense and myrrh into mine. You can see it's a little bit darker, a little thicker. These are oils that are a little more expensive, but they're very nourishing to your system. Chamomile is a good one, and vetiver is really good to help your body relax. Find some restful sleep and help that body heal and regenerate. If you ever have any questions, you can always send me a message on my YouTube link, or you can connect with me through my Facebook page. I have Living Beautifully Free, where I help you find ways to detox your life and find health and happiness. So I hope that you enjoyed this practice. It's really simple. It's going to help you find health and happiness. And so that's it for today. Be well.